Hello guys and welcome back to Toya's World. Today we're doing some barbecue chicken and some callaloo rice, and this will be my way. So what we're doing now is putting our chicken to our baking sheet, and then we're gonna add some bell pepper, onions, and scotch bonnet pepper that I went ahead and cut. Alright, so after we add our herbs to our meat, we're gonna cover with some foil paper, and we're gonna allow our chicken to bake for 40 minutes. Alright, so after the 40 minutes has been completed, we're gonna add our barbecue sauce to our chicken and cover and allow it to bake for 30 minutes. In addition to that, after the 30 minutes had completed, we're gonna remove the covering from the chicken, and we're gonna allow it to remain in the oven for additional 15 minutes, 5 of which is gonna be on broil. Alright, so chicken is going into our oven, and we're gonna let the chicken do its thing. So now guys, we're getting our pot ready for callaloo rice. So in that I'm gonna add scotch bonnet pepper, thyme, and we're gonna add half of my pocket of callaloo. And my callaloo has been washed, stripped, and frozen, so you don't have extra spoilage. So I'm just doing half of my content. Perfect. And I'm just gonna stir a bit. Since it's frozen, of course there will be some callaloo that come together. So I'm just gonna stir for a bit, and then I'm gonna add to my pot some coconut powder. And this, guys, I'm gonna mix with some water just to dissolve my powder. So I'm just adding a small amount of water to my pot so I can get that in, and that's just gonna enhance the flavor of my callaloo rice. So I'm making sure all my powder have been incorporated thoroughly and there's no lumps, and then I'm gonna pour it in my pot. Addition to this, I'm gonna add some chicken seasoning and also all-purpose seasoning along with some scallion for extra flavor. So we're adding the chicken seasoning now, and after all our seasoning are in our pot, what we're gonna do is wash the rice we're gonna use. And once our water is properly boiling, all flavors have now released and come together, we're gonna add the rice to our pot. At this point, guys, before you add your rice, if you would like to put butter or anything else that can enhance your flavor in your pot, that would be the moment you do. Once your rice started to cook, you won't be possible to add any additional flavor. So now we're gonna wash the rice and now apply to our boiling water, our boiling coconut juice. So rice normally doesn't take a long time to cook, So once your pot start boiling after you had your rice, make sure you turn down your flame. What you don't want to have is burnt rice. You want to have evenly cooked rice, a nice and fluffy rice. Alright, so we're gonna cover our pot, allow that to cook and water reduce. And now we're gonna check on our rice to make sure it's not sticking to our pot, and we're gonna fluff just a bit. Everything is looking good so far. There's no sticking. Perfect. And guys, now our chicken has been in the oven for 20 minutes. We're gonna just check on our chicken, and we're gonna flip them from the previous side over. So this has been 20 minutes from the 40. We're gonna flip them and then put them back to continue cooking. So we're getting there with time. Definitely everything is smelling so good. Anyway guys, I hope wherever you are, you're doing wonderful. You're staying safe. You're being hydrated. Guys, don't take this for joke. Stay hydrated. Alright, this heat is no joke. Alright, so you don't play around with it. Just stay safe, okay? So now we're gonna put our chicken again in our oven, and this is gonna be there for the remaining 20 minutes. Okay, so we're putting back in the oven now, and then we're gonna check on our rice to see where we stand. So as you can see, our rice now has been risen. It's getting there, but it's not fully. So we're fluffing, making sure everything is good. Perfect. It's looking good, guys, and trust me, the smell in the kitchen, the aroma from the chicken, from the rice, everything combination is just smelling delicious. So we're just gonna allow the rice to continue its thing. We're gonna cover, and now we're gonna remove the chicken since we are coming up now on our 40-minute mark. So what I'm gonna do is remove my topper, that's my cover, from the chicken, and I'm gonna add to my chicken the barbecue sauce. There we go. So we're just gonna pour it all over, and this is where all the color from the barbecue sauce is gonna come in play. So after we pour all our barbecue sauce on our chicken, we are going to recover our baking sheet, and then we're going to place it back in the oven for 30 minutes. Once this 30 minutes have completed, we're going to remove our file paper from the top, and we're going to bake for additional 10 minutes and then 5 minutes on broiler. So now 30 minutes we're gonna allow it to stay for. And now we're checking our rice. I had to put a piece of foil paper over because there was few uncooked grains and we don't want that. So guys, 30 minutes I've completed. Chicken is gonna come out and we're gonna uncover our chicken. And you're gonna see the color is changing, but it's not done. You're gonna see the end result. So while we remove our covering, we're gonna give it additional 15 minutes in the oven. 10 minutes is gonna be at the regular temperature and additional 5 minutes will be on broiler. So we're gonna put this back in the oven uncovered. Here we go. I'm telling you guys, try this and comment how it tastes because look at the final result. Chicken is done. 10 minutes extra baking on the original time and 5 minutes on broiler, and this is what you get. I can assure you the flavor is good. Guys, the combination you're gonna see. Try it and come back and comment. So I had some Italian herbs which I like to garnish my food with. So now we're just gonna take some for extra measure. This is our dinner. So I'm just plating up my meal and you're gonna see it's gonna be amazing. Guys, try this recipe and tell me what you think of it. So we're just gonna plate up some for dinner, not a lot, just enough. Here we go. Perfect. We're gonna add some chicken to our plate, and also I'm gonna add some vegetables to my plate. I like the contrast of color. It's appetizing to the eyes and also to the stomach. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Like, share, and comment. Tell a friend to tell many other friends to come over to Toya's World. Here we do cooking, baking, and whatever life chose at us that day, that's what we're doing. Alright? So here we go. This is my meal. This is my presentation. I hope you enjoy watching. I hope you like and I hope you try. Alright? There we go. The colors are so nice. The smell, oh my god. You definitely need to try this menu. Okay guys, thanks for sticking around with me. You can also reach out to me. I'll send some of my meal over. Bye guys.